Yeah, they're amazing. I mean, we call them the greatest generation.
Michael Kraus is the curator and historian at Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall and Museum. He says the men and women who served aboard LSTs in World War II were heroes. He shows us this model of an LST, which stands for Landing Ship Tank.
I mean, the real idea was to get the LST, because it had a flat bottom, like right up on shore. And then they could drop a ramp, open big doors, drop a ramp, and drive tanks off of them. That's what they mean, landing ship tank.
Based on what Jimmy Miles shared with me in his video question, we know that his dad held the position of coxswain on LST number 34. Kraus says that was a big role.
Yeah, coxswain is a pretty important position. They're responsible for the crew, the top side of the craft. So anything above the engine rooms, the deck, the crew, the maintenance, the repairs.
He says there would have been around 3 coxswains on any given LST.
There are 193 men, 18 officers as the crew, and so you can see the coxswains are a relatively small bunch. They're like managers, but they would fall underneath the direct command of the officers, and they're in between the enlisted.
Jimmy also mentioned in his question the Draveau Corporation. You wouldn't know it now except for this single historical marker, but this quiet park on Neville Island used to look like this. A lot of the LSTs that the U.S. used during World War II were made right here at the Draveau Corporation.
They had experience with things like barge building, so they already had developed some strategies for using assembly line processes to build ships.
Leslie Sibilic at Heinz History Center shed some light onto the history of the LSTs, one of Pittsburgh's greatest contributions to the war effort.
It was this huge floating warehouse, storage facility, transport facility that through the use of some different means, both with ballast and the way the hull was built, it could actually travel down a river, travel across the ocean, but then land on a beach, whether that beach was in Okinawa or the beaches at Normandy.
Each of these LSTs are longer than a football field and 50 feet wide. The LSTs were numbered in order, meaning LST 34 was the 34th to come off the production line. She says LST 34 launched in the spring of 1943 and served in Saipan and Okinawa.
I learned that it had 6 battle stars. So a ship is given battle stars if it's engaged in a combat role. And that's a lot. I mean, most ships will get 1, 2, or 3. It was part of several invasions. Particularly in the Pacific, that's where she served.
Meaning Jimmy's dad did some incredible work, and that may also explain why he didn't want to talk about it.
So if he's involved in landings, they're under fire. He's dropping guys off who may be, killed as soon as they exit his boat, or they're picking up wounded. So he would have seen some really grisly things. He stood to see some grisly things, and they're not easy things to talk about.
Draveau built more than 140 LSTs. American Bridge in Ambridge, Beaver County, built more than 50. There were about 1,000 in existence in total. All of them, including number 34, have now been decommissioned, except for a few still floating to preserve history for the next generation, like this one that made a stop here in Pittsburgh a few years ago. An amazing story, isn't it? And one thing that I want to mention in telling this story is the role that women had in getting those LSTs built.
Especially at the height of World War II, I think by 1943, I think the stats were that like U.S. Steel, for example, was losing some 30,000 men at a point to the war effort. Draveau and American Bridge began training women as things like welders. Can you believe it? Can you believe women are in a shipyard? And scholars believe very seriously that both Draveau and American Bridge probably had LSTs that had fully women welding crews.
So thank you so much for that great question, Jimmy, and I hope this helped you learn a little bit more about your dad's service to this country.